A big night for the Patriots from Lincoln. Final score, 48-3, Lincoln over.
Simpson would be the first to tell you, even he's surprised at the stats he's put up running the football this year. He's the state's leading rusher, and while we're only halfway through the season, he's already surpassed the 1,000-yard mark.
That's my goal, mainly to take over 1,000 just for the year. And now it's mid-season, I got over 1,000. It kind of caught me off guard there.
So now what's your goal?
2,000. Try to get as much as I can.
So far, that translates to 1,189 yards, an average of 198 yards per game. He ran for a career-high 273 yards on just 25 carries against Scott County. And Michael Penman's once thought of as untouchable school rushing record of 2,366 yards is now within his reach.
We don't know whether he can break that record or not, but we're going to give him the football. You may stop him 1 or 2 plays, but next thing you know, he'll bust one.
He busted one against Scott County, but didn't quite make it into the end zone. A good deed may have cost him a touchdown.
I gave a pint of blood the day before the game. And I ain't never gave blood before, and I didn't know if they said it wouldn't hurt me, so went ahead and gave blood, and he caught me on about the 5-yard line, tripped me up.
If you had that pint, you would have got in the end zone?
Yeah, if I would have had one more pint, I would have made it, I think.
If he keeps this up, his teammates may just be right.
Number 1, baby! Mr. Football! Mr. Football!
From Lincoln County, Bob Goldman, 27 Sports First.
Gary County High School Education Fund. That's a look at South Oldham. Homecoming for Lincoln. The balloons were flying. In the first quarter, Tom Arbogast fakes back for Oldham, but Lincoln, Mike Reed deflected. Jimmy Jones comes up with the interception. Then on Lincoln's first play from scrimmage, Jeremy Simpson. Does anybody touch him? 60 of his 218 yards and 5 touchdowns, 7-0 Lincoln. In the second, Lincoln, first and 25 from the 30. Same play. Smith with a pitch out to Simpson, untouched, 14-0. Late in the half, his third TD. Lincoln blows out South Oldham 54-0. Boone County, 8 yards per game, but the fine student who's thinking about a career in law enforcement has already rushed for almost 1,600 yards. This is what the 5'9", 175-pounder wanted to do before the season.
I said that to go for myself for the first few years. I get 30 touchdowns this year and over 1,000 yards rushing.
He's got good speed. He's not been caught but one time this year from behind. He gets a step on you. He's off hard to catch. He's very humble, but he's got a lot better speed than what he thinks he does.
Let's check out the every time he touches the ball on the ground. The powerful 5'9", 175-pounder. He's a fine student and wants to someday go into law enforcement. Is fulfilling a dream, playing for tough Lincoln County High.
Yeah, I've always dreamed about that ever since I was 8 years old. Started playing Little League and traveled with it. I dreamed about playing for Lincoln. I've watched a lot of their games.
Wow, so he's always wanted to play for Lincoln County. That's great. Coaches, don't forget to have...
Concentrate solely on Mr. Simpson. Quarterback Jay Smith goes up top and hits Jimmy Jones for a 25-yard touchdown pass. That made it 14-0. A touchdown on the ground, a TD through the air. What's next? Barb, you're absolutely right. The special teams. Jason Kitchum blocks the Woodford County punt. Joey McGuffey there to run it in for the touchdown, and the route was on. Lincoln, looking like one of the top teams in Class 3A, hands Woodford its worst loss in school history. Right, 60-0. The final. Last week, Henry Fayetteville
of Lincoln, but you can't stop this kid. Jeremy Simpson, he averages 3 touchdowns a game. He bounces off tacklers. 5'9", 175 yards. He is strong, 80 yards. 35-0, Lincoln County. The fans really love this kid, and why not? Things get worse for Woodford. John Higgins pass to skip. Jimmy Jones. He will get it. Lincoln cruises over, putting his shoulders down. Once, twice, bouncing off tacklers. He goes 80 yards. Lincoln County goes up 35-0. The fans love this guy, and why not? Things got worse for Woodford. The next possession, John Higgins' pass is tipped to Jimmy Jones, which sets up a 5-yard TD run by Lucas Lincoln. Cruises 60-0. The score. Then the Patriots defense comes up big as Eugene Lucas
Picks off this Kelly Taylor pass, returns it 30 yards for the score. That makes it a 14-0 game. Nice defensive play and run. Next time Lincoln had the ball, they went to the air. Jay Smith to Jimmy Jones for 30 yards. It led to a Simpson touchdown run. He scored 5 of them on the night and ran for 185 yards. Lincoln romped 42-0. All right, other scores.
The money man, Jeremy Simpson, shaky tackle, 37 yards, 7-0 Lincoln. The Cards used their D to score as well. Kelly Taylor back to pass from Barron. Can't find anybody. He forces it. Interception, Eugene Lucas, 23 yards, and it's 14-0 in the first quarter. Back to the state's leading rusher. Simpson gets it again and again and again. 5 touchdowns, 185 yards. Lincoln wins big, 42-0. Boone County
touchdown. He had 203 yards tonight, broke Mike Tenman's individual record for a season, 2,440 yards. Jeremy Simpson, a big night. Lincoln County, a big night as well. They go on to win it 35.
Nelson was up 7-0 before the Pats came back. And it wasn't Simpson doing the damage. Jimmy Jones, the nice stiff arm, and a big 46-yard run deep into Cardinal territory. From there, it was Simpson who took it in from 2 yards out. Simpson with 3 scores on the night, all from short range. He ran for over 200 yards. But in the second quarter, it was Jones again doing the damage, hauling in a 21-yard pass from Jay Smith for the touchdown. Lincoln County proving it's a lot more than a one-man team. They move on with a 35-7 win.
Pick it up in the first quarter for Nelson. Second place in scrimmage. Lorenzo Connor hands off to Benton Peoples. Finds a hole. He is gone. 75 yards, untouched, 7-0 Nelson County. But that doesn't faze Lincoln. They've got plenty of weapons. Still the first. Jay Smith fakes to the left, then gives on the right side to Jimmy Jones, who goes 46 yards to set up a 2-yard score, 7-6 Nelson County. Later, a Nelson County fumble, and Lincoln's Jay Smith goes high, 21 yards. Check out the TD catch by Jimmy Jones, 12-7 Lincoln County. Jeremy Simpson had 203 yards on the night. He's got 2,440 yards on the season, surpasses Eastern Mike Tenman for the single-season rushing record at Lincoln. Lincoln County wins 35-7. Back to the scoreboard, Mean County pickup. He had 4 touchdowns and 256 yards on the night. And Smith goes to the sky. 31 yards to Aaron Simpson. Nice play as he spins and is caught. One man to beat, he couldn't do it, but that sets up Jeremy Simpson. 15-yard touchdown. Lincoln County goes on to win 28-0. Ladies and gentlemen, how about some high school basketball?
Breakdown, Doodle, breakdown.
Well, you know, it's different, but I don't think Covington Catholic played on turf either. I've got a lot more things to work at than that, but, you know, my biggest concern is their depth and having the numbers that they have and nobody going both ways. They got 37 seniors. We dress 46 players. They've got about as many seniors as we have players, so, you know, that's my biggest concern.
Our speed, it'll hurt because you can twist your ankle or knee a lot easier and turf. It grabs a lot more. I think we're going to practice on it. We played on it in 90 and went to the state championship. I think we'll be used to it.
Well, this guy's adapting.
Well, you forget what it...
all year when they square off with Covington Catholic in the 3A state finals, Cardinal Stadium in Louisville.
They've got 37 seniors, and they've got more seniors than I've got players. So I know they don't have anybody that goes both ways. That's a big concern. We've been able to wear people down in the second half, especially, and I don't know whether we can wear this much down or not.
Coach is obviously worried, but the Lincoln County players don't seem to share his concern. They think they can overcome the lack of numbers.
No, we're not really concerned, and we've been in shape all year, and coaches been working hard, and we're just going to go out and play.
We're not concerned about their depth at all. We play with a lot of heart and intensity on the field. It didn't really matter how many players you got. We play hard.
Opponents that most concerns Lincoln County.
It won't affect our game plan. It's just we're just gonna have to work extra hard. In the past, we'd lift up on teams because we were more physical. This week, we're gonna be put to a challenge.
The players that they have, they don't have anybody that goes both ways, and I have 4 or 5 that go both ways. So hopefully we'll be in good enough shape to win the ball game in the fourth quarter like we've been able to all year.
Speaking of in shape, Simpson wasn't last week. He had the flu, but still had 3 touchdowns for the Patriots. It shows how tough this Lincoln County team is. They're also an experienced team with several players back from a club that was in the 1990 state championship game.
As freshmen, we didn't get to play that much, but it was just awesome to be here.
And every year it seems like it's getting better. I mean, I wouldn't trade this year for 90 years. Okay.
Good luck to Lincoln County.
He scored 46 touchdowns this season alone, but Jeremy Simpson could not win a state championship alone. Simpson entered tonight's 3A championship against Covington Catholic, a marked man. Every move number 48 made on the rain-slick turf, a host of Cubcast colonels would follow.
I knew that, I knew I'd try to get something going, and we did something in the first, and penalties hurt us. We just fell short and died.
And while Simpson had the pregame hype, Cubcast Mitchell Job stole the spotlight. His 56-yard touchdown run on Cubcast's second play from scrimmage gave the Colonels an early 7-0 lead. But the Patriots answered back, and of course, it was Simpson. The only time of the night he broke free in the clear, he made it count, going 33 yards to tie the score at 7-all. It's not often that one play can change the course of an entire game, but it happened here tonight. Late in the first quarter, Cubcast went for it on 4th and 1, deep in Lincoln County territory. And the result not only broke the Patriots' back, but their hearts as well. Job, diving for the first down, is stuffed, but is hit so hard he fumbles. And quarterback Dustin Hicks is there to scoop it up and run it into the end zone for a touchdown.
I was an off-timer to the right, like I said, and it popped out over their head, and I stole that ball, and my heart got huge, and my eyes got real big. It was the best feeling I ever had.
That was a momentum breaker, really. We hit them back there, and if we get the ball, we might have scored. If it had hopped up to us, we might have scored. But, that quarterback doesn't heads up play on his part.
Job added 2 more touchdown runs in the second quarter, covering 5 and 56 yards, and finished with 199 yards rushing against a defense that averaged allowing just 95 yards per game on the ground. 28-13 was the final score. Simpson finished with 127 yards on 31 hard-earned carries. And for the season, he ran for 3,044 yards.